sorry, but in order for you to really get where I'm coming from, I'm going to have to start from the beginning. And I know you don't want to hear some sob story torn from a Lost Degrassi script. But don't those stories entice us because they're like that? Because we've all been there? We call these problems stereotypical, but only because they're so common. Well, like most teenage melodrama, mine begins with a boy. Cody was his name. Baseball was his thing, a gift, an obsession he inherited from his father. See, his dad made it to the major leagues, and the old man never let Cody forget it. So you can imagine our relationship, me playing the sweet, understanding girl who gets blown off time and time again for the real love of his life. But she ignores it, because all girls make sacrifices for their first. Hey, Cody, you won't believe it. The manager let us take home as many leftovers as we want because we left those apple fritters.
Yeah, I do. You know me really well.
Yeah. So, I missed you. How was Nationals?
It was fine. Listen, can we talk about this later? We need to really talk about something, but we can't right now because I'm going out of drinking.
When do you drink?
Since I was 13. I just didn't tell you because I thought you'd judge me.
That's silly. Why would I judge you for something like that? So, you gonna go out with the guys? Gonna use your brother's fake ID like I suggested? That's great. Well, I hope you guys have a great time.
I swear if it hightail now, we'll miss the after party. Who's this?
I'm his girlfriend, and who are you? How do you know Cody?
So I finally meet you. I can see what you mean. I don't know how you put up with it for so long.
Cody, what's going on here?
I don't love you anymore.
After you left, I just sat there for a while, you know? I didn't know what to do. I mean, you wouldn't either. Your boyfriend leaves for a month, and he comes back, and you don't have a boyfriend anymore. What do? Well, my mother always told me that the best way to get over a guy was to get under a new one. So I did the only thing I could think to do. I was about 8 shots into the dance floor when I saw him. I'm not really sure what drew me to Dewey at first, and I'm still not really sure. I mean, he wasn't as tall as Cody. His body was more or less average. Dewey just had this air of apathy about him, and in that apathy, he had power. He never feared judgment or lived in anyone's shadow. Dewey had nothing to fear because happily and sadly enough, he had nothing to lose. And that's why I bucked him. Outside, in the cold, on somebody's jank-ass car.
There is that rare-ass bitch!
Break the damn windshield!
Bitch, I hope you're not protecting this damn rubber! No, bitch, I'm gonna fuck your shit up!
Watch out for those thorns? Yeah, I think that's a bunch of bullshit. If I'm going to be compared to a plant while under Dewey's care, it's going to be a cactus. Prickleweeds are all but my loved ones, and I could stay cool and wet in the most extreme circumstances. Oh, and baby, in the nighttime, that's when I came alive and bloomed. With Dewey, I became associated with all the creatures of the night. I was friends with rodents and snakes and coyotes, and for Dewey, I brought those birds and bees a-fluttering if only I fawned some nectar. But things are never meant to last, and when your boyfriend is sorting the national output of a small South American country in less than a month, things are bound to pass sooner rather than later. So, it was only a matter of time before, well, I ran. I didn't know what else to do, so I ran. I traveled, thumbing my way to what I hoped would be a better future, until I ran across a family of 7 Japanese Americans. They took me into their small 2-bedroom apartment and gave me a job at their Japanese steakhouse as a waitress. That's where I met Jonathan. He was absolutely brilliant. Witty, tall, intelligent, beautiful in every way, shape, and form. He was everything Dewey wasn't. So, naturally, we hit it off. But no matter how many times we slept together, he was always a bit more distant than I wanted him to be.
You know you should settle while you're here.
I'm saving. Hoping to get my own place soon. It helps.
Excuses.
Don't judge.
I'm never good.
So, how about Friday night? You, me, dinner? Be fun.
I'd love to, but I shouldn't.
Why not?
I just shouldn't.
All right.
There she is, officer! Ma'am, come with me.
Why?
Just hush and come with me.
Oh, shit. No! And now I'm here, rotting in this shithole. He visited me once. Jonathan did.
I told you it was a bad idea.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Had to. Why? You know substance abuse is
Because you wouldn't love me. I drowned myself in drugs because you never gave me a chance. I feel inadequate. I mean, what's wrong with me?
It's not that.
What?
I can't let myself fall for you.
Why not?
Because I'm dying.
What?
I have 2 years to live.
Why?
They found something inoperable in the center of my brain.
Something.
That's it.
So that's where I plan to go. I've got to find him. Got to tell him he's wrong. Got to share what I've learned with him and others. I mean, all these things that have happened to me, I'll admit, they're nothing special. There's probably a million other girls who've gone through the same troubles, but doesn't that make my story all the more human? It's a coming of age, an evolution, something we all must endure, like our first kiss, our first roller coaster, our first love. I just matured a bit faster than most. I mean, I had to. Look where I am. And there's not a lot of time left, so are you gonna let me go?